words that need sure sounds, or anywhere you found vowel letters, you change it to sure sounds. So that's my question basically.
Okay.
Please rate my speaking. Thank you.
Okay, I was going to say that. I was going to talk about your speaking. You're doing great. You have a rhotic accent, which is more of an American accent. It's fine, but I think you need to make it more natural. Like the R thing is a lot. The British accent don't have the R sound. They don't twist their tongue except when necessary. But then the American accent, they love the rhotic nature. So they twist their tongue a lot. But the way you're doing it, perhaps you need to do it more often to make it a part of you so it doesn't sound fake, or you need to reduce it. It depends on what you want. Okay, so that's it about the speaking rating. Okay, then about the sure. So your question is, does all words have the sure sound? No. So there are words that have more than one syllables but don't have the sure sound. For example, the word receipt, it doesn't have the sure sound. So not all words have the sure sound, but most words have the sure sound. Let's say most words with more than one, excuse me, with more than one syllable. So if you have a word that has more than one syllable, then most of them have the short sound. So how do you know if a word has the short sound? The most accurate way to know is to check the dictionary. Consult the dictionary. That's the most accurate way to find out if a word has the short sound or not. Another thing you can do is to master stress placement. So when you master stress, it gives you an idea of where the sure is in a word. Another is listening well. When you listen well, you can hear the sure. So the sure is the sound. Uh, and it can come in any position. So I do not know the exact lesson you're talking about when you talk about the second lesson. I know we have about 3 lessons about the sure. We have one that introduced the sure. We have another that talks about the function words. And we have the last one that talks about different vowel letters making the sure. But I hope I've answered your question. Have I answered your question? Okay, I would assume I have. Okay, the next on my screen, I have iPhone. Okay, I've called iPhone already. Mary, please unmute yourself. Mary, good evening.
Good evening, Coach.
Yes, ma'am, good evening.
Okay, mine is not really a question, but observation on the dashboard.
Okay.
I noticed that in some of the lesson that some of the examples doesn't really display on the while you are teaching. Some of the examples they don't display. So and I can only know what I'm saying based on what you say, but I won't see it on the screen.
Okay. This is the first time this is coming to my notice. And would look at that, would look at it and see if it's something we can correct.
Okay.
We'll work on that. Yes, ma'am. So how far have you gone on the e-learning platform, the lessons on the e-learning platform?
It's a gradual process. I try to practice, but now I'm on 16.0.
Okay.
And I also
Considering how far you have gone, I expect you to speak better. For example, I don't know if you attended yesterday's session. We talked about how to stress words ending in tion. So one of your words earlier was observation. You actually to stress the penultimate syllable. That is the second syllable from the and observe. So mine is not a question, it's an observation. It helps you sound better. You also use the word gradual. Yes, I agree with you that it's a gradual process, which is why we made it a 6 weeks program, a 6 week program instead of 3 days or just a day thing. So it's gradual, but the word is rightly pronounced gradual, not gradual.
Okay, ma'am.
So if you have gone as far as lesson 16, I think what you're missing is the practice part. As much as learning is gradual, practice should be consistent.
Okay.
This is what I mean. So let's assume I do not have all the time in the world. So maybe I learn twice a week or 3 times in a week. But then I should try to practice every other time, especially if I speak English. Some of us, we speak English. It's a normal routine for us. Whether we're at work or we're at home, we are discussing with our friends, we speak English. So if I am such a person, anytime I'm speaking a word, I want to consciously pronounce my words. I want to criticize my words myself. I just had a conversation with someone. I want to try to remember 1 or 2 words that I used in that conversation and how I said it. If it's correct, good for me. If it's not correct, I want to correct myself immediately. So the more I do that, the better I become, even though I'm not learning actively. But practicing actively is important. So I think what you need more of is practicing. Yes, take your learning at your pace, it's fine, but practice more. Dedicate yourself to practicing.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Now, I love how you said thank you so much. Now, it's better than how you started earlier. Well done, ma'am. Okay, Madam, I think that was from Madam Mary. Okay, so Mrs. Kindness. Mrs. Kindness, please unmute.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
How was your day?
Very well, thank you. Um, so ma'am, I wanted you to tell me how far you've gone on the e-learning lessons, with the e-learning lessons rather.
Okay. I've been taking it gradually. I stopped at 15.0.
Okay.
But there is something that is confusing me.
Okay, ma'am.
Last time we talked about how to pronounce the EX pronunciation.
Okay, ma'am.
I want to know, I want to have more explanation on it. How to pronounce the EX pronunciation and how to master the words that I should stress. Hello, can you hear me?
I'm back. Apologies. I'm not sharing any screen at the moment, but I believe you can hear me now. Okay. I was conversing with Mrs. Kindness. Mrs.
Yes, I'm
Kindness,
here.
good evening, ma'am. Please, I forgot where we stopped.
Okay.
I think I
I was
asked. Okay, go
I
ahead.
was saying that I want to know how to pronounce the EX pronunciation.
Okay, yeah, I remember now.
Yes.
So
And
to pronounce
secondly-
EX,
okay.
to pronounce EX words, you need to learn the EX pronunciation. There are three ways to pronounce it. First, let's talk about the E. Sometimes the E can sound A. Sometimes it sounds F. Let me share a whiteboard so I can easily write on it. Oh, excuse me. It's coming up.
Okay.
It's still loading. Okay, let me just keep. So the letter E in the word, sometimes it can sound E as in egg. Sometimes it can sound A as in inside.
Okay.
So most times it sounds E if you're stressing the syllable where you have the E. Exercise. The letter E there sounds E. And that is because the first syllable where we have the EX is a syllable that we are stressing. Exercise. Sometimes the E can sound A, as in exam, egg, not egg now, exam. And it is sounding A because we are not stressing. It is sounding A because we are not stressing the E. Now let's go to the X. X can make two different sounds. Sometimes it can sound kus. Sometimes it sounds guz. So that depends on the vowel that we have after the X, on the letter rather, or the sound that we have after the X. So for example, in the word exam, egg, the X in exam is followed by a vowel sound. So because it is followed by a vowel, the X will sound guz, eggs. So it becomes exam. Now in the word exercise, the X in exercise is followed by a consonant. It's followed by the sound, which is a consonant sound. So because it is a consonant sound, and when you place your palm on your vocal cord, you cannot feel a vibration. So it means that it is a voiceless consonant sound. So because it is a voiceless consonant sound, the X there will sound kus. Exercise, something like this. Do you understand this two pronunciations?
Yes, but still having confusion on that exercise.
Okay, what's the confusion?
Okay. You said when when a vowel sound follows X, the sound X, it has the G sound.
Yes,
right?
guz sound. Yes.
Now the exercise, it has a vowel sound that follows the X.
Okay, I understand your confusion. Now we have vowel sound and we have vowel letters. Pay attention to that. There is
Okay.
vowel sound, there is vowel letter. So in exercise, after X, I have vowel letter E after X.
Yes.
But when you say the word, the E there is not making a sound. It's not making a vowel sound. It's not something like X, exercise. The E there is not making a vowel sound. If you pronounce it, it's X. So the sound that you hear after the X is the sound, a consonant sound. Let's go back to the word exam. Exam. There is a vowel sound.
Okay.
Letter A is a vowel letter, but the sound the letter A is making is making a vowel sound. Please give me a few seconds, ma'am.
Okay.
So sometimes you can have a vowel letter and you can have a vowel sound. It is when it is followed by a vowel sound. That is when the X sounds good. But if it is followed by a vowel letter, sometimes it can be followed by a vowel letter, but that vowel letter will not make a vowel sound. Just like in exercise, the E there is not making any vowel sound. We can say that the E is silent because we can hear the sound of the E. That is the second E.
Okay.
So after the second E, the next sound we have is a consonant. So because the X is followed by a consonant sound, then it sounds kus. Is it clear now?
Yes, please. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Secondly,
Okay.
I have a second question.
Go ahead.
Okay. How can I master words that need to be stressed while reading?
Okay, first is to be able to identify those words. So once you can identify them, then keep practicing them using their correct stress. So when you know that this word is stressed, every other time you see it, you would always stress it in that word. So it is first knowing how a word is being stressed. And how to know when a word is being stressed. Number one is to pay attention more to words that have more than one syllables. So consciously learn how people that you assume speak well, perhaps diction coaches, native speakers, if you watch BBC, CNN, you want to pay attention to how those words are pronounced and learn how they are stressed. You learn more by listening to people when it comes to stress. Another is to take your time and always find those words in a dictionary. So for example, if I'm a parent, every other time I'm helping my children with their home task, once I come across any word that has 2 syllables or 3 or 4, I'll quickly consult the dictionary. Or maybe if I love to read a lot, when I'm reading, I consult the dictionary. I remember when I was actively learning that for all of my novels, I love reading novels, motivational books. I would consciously stress those words as I read them and then check the dictionary to confirm if I transcribe them rightly. It did help me. I was able to master a lot of words with more than one syllable in a short while. So if you have that time as well, where you could always check the dictionary, fine. If you don't have the time, leverage more on listening to people. For example, recently I hardly read, but I listen to audiobooks when I have the time. So if you're listening to an audiobook and you know that the person who is narrating the book is someone who pays attention to pronunciation, if I want to pay attention to how they pronounce certain words, I also love to watch a lot of short reels of Chimamanda on Facebook. She speaks so well. So when she pronounces a particular word, or maybe I'm watching a movie and they pronounce a particular word that it's quite different from how I know it, I quickly then consult my dictionary to also find out if they are correct. And immediately I say it over and over and over to myself. So you can just pick them randomly from different people, but you have to be conscious of the kind of people you're picking words from. Or you leverage the dictionary, which of course that takes more time, but it's more accurate.
All right.
All
Thanks
right.
very much.
You're welcome. Okay, Madam Kaluchinon, so please unmute. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. So let me know your experience with the lessons on the e-learning platform. If you have any questions about it.
Truthfully speaking, ma'am, I have to tell you the truth. Because of the nature of my work, I don't think I haven't really actually had time. Just like what you just explained, majority of the things I really want to ask that I've jotted down was more of how to speak, present my sentences in a very proper manner. And it goes beyond learning or understanding or listening to how people speaks. Just like you know, those short videos you drop for us is really helping me out. And it has helped me in a very meaningful way, I should say. I've I've tried to put in a sentence most times in order to make sure I am able to get my stress, like to stress some of the words, even though I wasn't able to attend last week class. And it becomes a problem for me because of the nature of my work. I have to tell you the truth. But I have words that I would have loved you to help me to stress it out for me. I don't know if you don't mind if I can mention those words for you, ma'am.
Yes, please. You can go ahead to mention the words.
Okay. I have words like ineptitude,
Okay, please spell, sir.
INE,
I-N-E.
PTI,
I-N-E-A-T-I.
Yeah, P-T-I. Yeah,
E-T-I.
P. Let's a P.
Okay, P-T-I.
Yeah, yes. C-U-D-E.
I'm listening, sir.
Are you there, ma'am?
Yes, I am. P-T-I.
Yes, C-U-D-E.
T-U-D-E. Okay.
Yes.
So when spelling words in English, it's important to pronounce our letters properly. Secondly, the way we pronounce it matters. There are two ways to spell words. You can decide to spell the words in syllables, in aptitude. So I can decide to go I-N-E-P-T-I-T-U-D-E in syllables. Or I can decide to spell the words in each letter, I-N-E-P-T-I-T-U-D-E. Okay, so the word is rightly stressed on the second syllable. NEP, you're stressing the second syllable. NEP. So let me write that part in capital. Oh. Ineptitude. Ineptitude. Lack of skill. Wow. Okay, go ahead, sir.
All right. The second word is, are you there, ma'am?
Yes, I am.
Okay. How do you pronounce this word? Unforeseen.
Okay, please spell. I want to be sure I got the word. That's why
UN.
I prefer you spell, or you check my
Okay.
spelling if that's what
Okay.
you.
UN. Yeah, it's correct. It's
Okay.
correct. Go ahead.
Okay, the word has two syllables. It has two stress mark rather. The first syllable has the secondary stress mark. Okay, you said you didn't attend the last class. We talked about secondary
Yes,
stress
ma'am.
mark and primary stress mark. It says that the secondary stress mark is when you stress a syllable loud, long, and clear. While the primary stress mark identify the syllable you should stress louder, longer, and clearer. So it means that in a word, the word where you have the secondary stress mark and the primary stress mark, you are expected to stress the primary stress mark more than the secondary stress mark. So in this word, the last syllable takes the primary stress mark, while the first syllable takes the secondary stress mark. So if this is transcribed, I'll have the secondary stress mark here, and I will have the primary stress mark here. So the word is rightly pronounced unforeseen, unforeseen, for, F-O-R-E. Americans would articulate it as for, unforeseen, with the R. The British would articulate it as O, and for, unforeseen, unforeseen. So it was an unforeseen problems. Okay, the next word, sir.
All right. The third word I'd like you to stress for me, ma'am, is synonymous.
Okay, please check my spelling if it's correct. Is that the correct spelling?
Synonymous. Synonymous.
Okay, synonymous. Please spell it.
Okay. X-Y.
Okay,
N-O.
okay.
N-I-N.
N-I-N.
No. N-N. The last N
M.
is N. Yes.
Okay.
O-U-S.
O-U-S. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I think it's supposed to be N-Y. Okay,
Oh,
the
okay.
word is rightly stressed on the second syllable. Synonymous. Say the first letter Y sounds A. Synonymous. The OU makes the schwa sound. Synonymous. Synonymous. Mus. Instead of mos. So we can say few words are truly synonymous in English.
Okay. Sorry, ma'am. You said the OU make the sure sound, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We're
All right,
stressing the
ma'am.
second syllable. No. Synonymous. Americans
All
will
right,
pronounce
ma'am.
it as synonymous.
Okay.
Is that all,
What
sir?
about no? I have
Okay.
the fourth one, which
Okay.
is deviate. Deviate.
Is my spelling correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the word is deviate. Deviate. You're stressing the
Okay.
first syllable. Deviate.
Okay.
Any other word?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm good to go now.
Okay.
Most
So we have,
especially, I want to say a very big thank you.
you're welcome,
I
sir.
I'm really enjoying it, definitely. And I want to thank you, if not for any other thing, at least. But the fact that you've made this class that even if we are through with the sixth academy, that we should remain and continue learning because learning is a process. I came across the video of what's her name, Miss Etin. I think there was a video you shared. So
Okay.
she was part, yeah, she was part of the people that took the e-learning platform, and I was impressed, seriously impressed the way she speak, and I was moved. In fact, really motivated me to join this class. I want to say a very big thank you for what you're doing. All your videos have been studying it. You stay with me, and we'll keep on learning. Thank you so much.
I appreciate your feedback, sir. Thank you very much. Okay, so is there any other person raising their hand? Is there any other person who has questions, or should I just call us randomly? Okay, Evelyn. Okay, Gambo. Good evening, sir. Gambo, I can't see you again. I can't see your hand up again. It was up earlier. Okay, please unmute yourself, Musa. Good
Good
evening,
evening,
sir.
ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
How are you
ma.
today?
I'm fine, and you, ma'am?
Very well, too.
Thank you. Yes,
You're
ma.
welcome. So I want
Thank
to
you.
know how far you've gone on the e-learning platform.
Okay. I've done with the e-learning platform. That is lesson
Okay.
27.0.
Okay, 0. So have you accessed the
Yes,
project question?
yes. Is today I saw the questions that you sent, but I will start the project, ma. But actually, the e-learning platform lesson, I've learned a lot from it. And I discovered that this program is a life-changing, and it has already changed in my life, and many things that I have discovered when I was in school, I was unable to learn them. But with this e-learning class, I've learned a lot from them, from each. And I want to say that
It's good to know that you find it
it up
valuable.
and and you continue training us and we will continue learning from what you have been correcting us, the correction, the reading, practice, and the rest of the activities. In fact, the program is superb and it has changed my life, and it will continue changing my life because I'm a public speaking master. I'm a minister of God.
Okay.
I have to learn how to speak in public, how to talk, how to preach the word of God. And I have discovered that you have
I guess your
everything.
network is.
Pardon? Can you hear me, ma? Hello, ma. Hello, ma.
Unfortunately, I can't hear you again. I don't know if you can still
Okay, but can you hear me now?
hear me, sir. I appreciate
Yes.
your feedback, and I
Okay, ma. Yes, ma. Hello? Hello?
can hear you now.
Yes, ma. Okay. So the program, in fact, is superb, and I I'm trusting God that everything will change. The way I look at the things, and I have started looking at the things, and the things have started changing in my life in terms of spoken English.
Okay, it feels good to know, and I hope it will keep changing your life even after leaving the academy. Please access the project, and I would also recommend that you pay attention to your vocabulary. I sincerely appreciate your feedback, sir.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Okay, so I will
Welcome,
go
thank
to
you.
the, you're welcome, sir. I'll go to the chat to see if we have questions in the chat, since no one is raising their hands again. But if you would like to say one or two things, please raise your hand. I tried to reset the password, but it's locked me out. Please register again. Are we not supposed to see the code's face? I decided not to turn on my camera today because it's all about you. I'm not teaching. I am here to answer your questions. When there's a need for me to show you my speech pattern, I'll definitely come up with my camera. Please, I'm always disconnected during the breakout sessions. Please, excuse me. Please, how do I get reconnected with ease? By joining the Zoom session again, and you request that you added. Any other question? Good evening, ma'am. I joined the training about 3 days ago and have access to the assignment just yesterday. How can I meet up with the activities without rushing to learn? Okay, it's a self-paced course. You do not have to rush. Please start from lesson 1 according to what you have on your e-learning platform and move at that pace. Do not worry that some people have gone to lesson 16, no. Some of them, they've been in the academy before then. But then, anytime you join, you still have access to the same set of lessons they have had. So you do not have to rush, just take your time. And when we come together here to learn and practice, feel free to ask any question. iPhone, I do not understand your question. Please, ma'am, articulate the word. The word is genre, G-E-N-R-E. It's rightly pronounced genre. That's right pronunciation. Musical genres. Also, there is a way you pronounce, it means that, can you explain, ma'am? There is a way you pronounce, I don't understand what you're saying again, Simisola. The other part of your question isn't clear. Citizen. I'm a citizen of Nigeria. Citizen. Good evening, ma'am. Can you pronounce these words? We have chaos. Let me write them out. For the sake of those that might not be sure of the words I'm pronouncing. So the first word the person asked is the word chaos. We have chaos. We also have chaos. And what's the last word? The last word is Q. Q. So let me go through the words again. The first word, chaos. The second word, kiosk. The K must be heard. Kiosk. The last word, Q. Okay, ma'am, I need a clarity. Clarity on what, Joy? Clarity on what? I'm in lesson 3. I don't know whether it's better to stratify this class. What do you mean by stratify? Because it's like this class is meant for people who are up to lesson 15 and above. So those of us starting is not being carried along. No, there's nothing about this class is for those about lesson 15 and above. This is a general class, and I'm calling each person to tell me where they have stopped. And different people have stopped at different points. Maybe you joined late and you only met someone talking about lesson 15. If anyone has talked about lesson 15, maybe just one person. So this is, like we always say, the Diction Master Academy is a personal journey. It's not about you. It's not about them. It's not about them, rather. It's about you. It's a personal journey. What brings us together is the 6 weeks live sessions. That's what brings us together. Every other day, Mondays to Friday, you learn on the e-learning platform. The same lesson that you have on your own lesson 3 is what every other person has. The same lesson you have on lesson 1 is what every other person has. Same lessons throughout. So what brings us together is the e-learning, is the Zoom sessions where we get to learn and practice. So tonight we're not learning a particular thing. We're asking questions. So I needed to ask where you have stopped, where you have issues. So because you're in lesson 3, doesn't mean that the lesson you watched in lesson 1, lesson 2, and lesson 3 were clear. You might still have questions. So it's not as if I'm going to have another session for those that are in lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3. No. Okay. Joy, Amaka, if you have a question, you're using how do I pronounce this word? Hyperbole. Let me spell the word out. The word is pronounced hyperbole, not hyperbole. Hyperbole. Any other question? Okay, the first word is head, H-I-D, head. The next word is Elizabeth. Elizabeth. The TH, put your tongue outside. When you have T and H in a word, if the H is not silent, your tongue should be outside. Elizabeth. We also have women. Women. The plural of woman, women. And lastly, we have angel. Angel. Okay, I hope I've answered your question, Agnes. Helen says, after learning all the topics from the e-learning platform, what next, ma'am? You proceed to the project. I sent the project question to the group today. So you can check the assignment group. We have the project question there. Quiz 13.0 followed lesson 12.0. So no lesson 13 per se. I'll check for that, Esther. I also want to know what exactly is the expiration of 6 weeks to an individual. Now, the program is what you paid for is the Diction Master Academy, which comes with a lifetime access. It means you can access the e-learning platform all your life. Now, the 6 weeks comes to play when we start to talk about the Zoom session. But like we say, even after you have attended 6 Zoom sessions, if you feel like you have not got it all, you can keep attending until you have mastered or you feel that confident in you. So ordinarily, the way the system runs, we expect you that the lessons on the e-learning platform, if you go accordingly, if you're committed to it without missing a day, 6 weeks is all you need to complete the lessons. And in that 6 weeks, you join the Zoom sessions to ask questions that you might have concerning each lesson and to also practice. So 6 weeks is just 6 weeks, Mondays to Saturdays for 6 weeks. But of course, a lot of us aren't committed to it due to one reason or the other, right? Some of us learn twice a week, 3 times a week. So it then depends on your own journey. That's why we say it is self-paced. So the both of us can enroll on the 6 Weeks Academy today, and I might finish my lessons before you, maybe because I'm a stay-home mom and I have all the time. And perhaps you are a student and you still have a part-time job. I don't know if you get it. So it's a personal race. It then depends on how your pace runs. I hope that answers your question, Esther. Please pronounce this word, paradigm. Paradigm. Paradigm shift, excuse me. Paradigm shift, paradigm. The word is pronounced paradigm. Let me spell it. Paradigm. Paradigm. That's the word. Ma'am, how do we pronounce? Is this a word? Are you trying to write the word hurricane? Does this word exist? I know of hurricane, but I don't know of this one you're writing. Please check your spelling, Mitchell. I know of hurricane or sometimes pronounced hurricane. It has 2 pronunciations. British pronounce it as hurricane. Let me spell the word. Hurricane. The British pronounce this word as hurricane. Hurricane. The Americans pronounce it as hurricane. Hurricane. British hurricane. Hurricane. But the one you spelled, Mitchell, I've not seen that word before, and I'm not sure it exists in the dictionary. Then the second word is igloo. 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 So confirm your spelling, Mitchell. How about other bonus materials you promised the early bird registrant to help us improve our journey? That was sent also this morning to the 6 Weeks Diction Mastery Academy assignment WhatsApp group. It's pinned there, but I had to resend it again this morning. So please find it in the assignment group. Please articulate these sounds. Memorize those sounds out as well. The first one is the H sound, as in house. We also have W, as in weather. And the word WHO has silent W. So the word is who. Who are you? The W sound should not be heard. So it's who are you, not who are you. Okay, kindly explain to me, ma'am. You spoke about bonuses. I didn't understand. The bonuses are materials that could help you to keep learning. And they're on the assignment group. Please, ma'am, can you pronounce those words? Okay, let me delete all of these ones. We have luxury. Luxury, not luxury. We have luxury. Luxury. So there is it seems like there is what's the word now? SH sound there. Luxury, not luxury. We also have the word lackadaisical. Lackadaisical. It's not lacka. I hear people say lackadaisical. Something like that. No. It's lack. The CA. The KA there, the letter A there makes a sure sound, lackadaisical. And we have fuel. Okay, fuel. And lastly, we have transparent. Transparent. Ma'am, what about the bonuses? I just talked about the bonuses. Find them in the assignment group. Your training is a life-changing training. You're well knowledgeable, and I can't thank you enough. You're really a blessing. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much to Ojo. I appreciate the feedback. Okay, yes, Mitchell, I had pronounced that word correctly already. So it's hurricane or hurricane. It depends on which one you're pronouncing. Okay, I think I've attended to Mitchell, please. You need to mind your use of words, please. Mitchell, mind your use of words. Please, I would love everyone to stop this. Mitchell, please mind your use of words. We are all adults. Please, we deserve to be respected. Please, Mitchell. Okay. This class is a lively. How can you tell her to shut up when she's okay? Please, let's leave this. Let it go. I apologize. I apologize, everyone. I now enjoy listening to myself speak, all thanks to Diction Queen. I appreciate the feedback, Case. Yes, at the beginning, listening to yourself might sound awkward, but the more you do it, the better you become. Lesson 15 and 16, I'm not showing on my portal. They are there. Please reload. Reload your portal. It's there. Okay, I think Paradigm, I've attended to your question. Jenny, is it Jenny now? Paradigm, I already pronounced that word. Okay, Yetunde, the word is paradigm. Okay, I think I've attended to all questions. So what time is it? Okay, I'll attend to a few more people. I'll give a few more people the opportunity to talk. Then we go out for breakout session. Glory, you can please unmute yourself.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Thanks for the opportunity to share.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Please, my challenges is really on the dashboard.
Challenges.
Yes, at times when I access a lesson, the e-lesson, by the time I want to go back, I'll be having difficulties. So most of the time, I learn from those that have submitted their assignment as to correct. I'll be listening. That is one. Then secondly, most of the question I had in mind to ask has been asked and answered already, but I still have challenges in my pronunciation.
Okay, ma'am. So the first question, you said you have issues, challenges, not challenges. You have challenges with the e-learning platform. What is the exact challenge you have? So when you try to log in, is it that it tells you cannot log in? Or is it that you can't find the lessons?
Yes, I will be having issues going back to the e-class, e-learning
You
class.
can't find the lesson again, or you
Yes.
don't have the link to log in again. Which one is it?
I have the link. When I click where it takes me to, I will not see something to learn from. Sometimes I'll be able to access. I'll be learning from those that have submitted the assignment already.
Okay, let's quickly do that together. So a link is usually sent to you once you're able to access the e-learning platform. The link is something like this. Oh, I'm almost there. Slow down. So here is what you'll usually find. So one of the things you should always do to avoid forgetting your password is to automatically save your password and your login, such that anytime you come back to this link, it would sign you in without asking for your password or your username, because a lot of people have issues with forgetting their password. So that can prevent you from forgetting your password. Another thing you should do is, anytime you're done learning, do not close the tab. Don't close the tab. Don't take away the tab. Leave this tab, whether it's on your phone or on your laptop. Don't click on X. Once you click on X, the tab goes away and you have to keep logging in every other time. So do not close the tab. So that anytime you want to log in, you just go to, maybe it's your Chrome that you had used, or your Opera Mini, or your Safari, or your Phoenix, or whichever browser you have used. So let's sign in together. So I'll sign in now. It's loading. So I'm signed in. On your own platform, you're going to have something like 0000. You're seeing all of this because I'm signing in with an admin's email. So that's why you can see all of these 3 courses. These are the number of courses we have, number of students we have enrolled so far and all. So what you want to do is to go to your lessons. So on your own platform, this is what you will see. Where I have 3030, you will see something like 11. For some of you that have enrolled on 2 of our courses, you might see 22. Some people will see 00. Those of you seeing 00, it means we have not enrolled you. But if you have been enrolled, if it's just the Diction Master Academy you enroll for, you would see 1111. Then you scroll down until you get to this flyer. You're going to see this flyer. It's showing like this because this is a laptop. It won't show like this on the flyer, on your phone rather. So you're going to see this flyer. Once you click on that flyer, then it brings the list of lessons that you're supposed to access. So when you then scroll down, then you can see lesson 1, the assignment for lesson 1. When you're done, you can go to lesson 2, the quiz for lesson 2. When you're done, you can go to lesson 3, the quiz for lesson 3. Lesson 3 also have 3.1, on and on like that until you get to the last lesson. Now, for some of these lessons, there is nothing in their quiz area. For those that there are nothing in their quiz area, it means that we have mentioned the quiz or the assignment in the lesson. The assignment has been mentioned in the video in the lesson. That's what it means. So Glory, I believe this would help you. So it's that simple. So let's assume I want to do something else. Maybe this is my phone. Let's assume I want to go to my gallery. Instead of closing this tab, instead of clicking on X, I will not click on X. I will just I will minimize my phone and go to gallery. Something else would show. When it is time for me to go back to my e-learning platform, there's a way you minimize your device where it shows all the pages you have opened, that you can locate this page again. That way, you don't even need to log in again. You don't need to start from the beginning. It will remain where you had stopped, the exact point you stopped it. That's where you will continue from. So simply do not close your tabs, whether it's on your phone or on your laptop, or on your iPads. Don't close the tab. Always leave it opened so that you can always continue from where you have stopped. Okay. I think it was Glory that finished speaking now. So let's listen to Pastor iPhone. I have listened to you already. So I'll call on Pastor Dr. Lucky. Good evening, ma'am. Pastor Lucky, please unmute. Good evening.
Yes, good evening, ma'am. Good evening.
Yes, ma'am.
Please, I have a question on this particular aspect that you are just explaining.
Okay.
I just finished explaining. You talked about enrolled course that is 2 or 3. I want to
It could
ask.
be 1 for some people, it could be 2. It depends on how many courses you've enrolled.
Okay. For instance, I have done up to, I think, what stress pattern,
Okay.
remaining like 4 or 5 courses for me to be done with. So if I'm done with course lesson 24 or 25, let's assume that that is the end of the course.
Yes, let's assume.
Let's assume that it is the end of the course. For
Yes,
that
ma'am.
course, doesn't mean that I'm done with the course or I need to click on something to go to enrolled course 2.
Okay. Now there's a difference between course and lessons.
Yes.
So, for example, Diction Master Academy is a course and it has about 30 lessons. So these are lessons. So what you're talking about are lessons. You have, let's assume we have 25 lessons and you're already on lesson 20. So once you get to lesson 25, all you need to do is to proceed to project. Submit your project video via WhatsApp so you can access your certificate. If we feel that you're not ready for certificate, we advise you to continue learning, but you have to submit your project first. So what I mean by courses, we have 3 courses. We have the Diction Master Academy, we have Grammar Master Academy. So these are 2 different courses. So for example, the Grammar Master Academy has about, I think, 30 videos as well, 30 lessons as well. So lessons are different from courses. So let's assume you enrolled for both the Diction Master Academy and the Grammar Master Academy, where we saw 3 earlier when I was logging in, you will see 2. But if it was someone who only enrolled on the Diction Master Academy, such person will only see 1. So it means that you have 1 course and about 30 lessons or 30 videos. Do you understand them now?
Yes, please.
Okay.
If someone wants to, if someone wants the course for the grammar, how can one go ahead with it?
Okay, you simply enroll by paying and you have access. It's 23,999 naira. It's a 3-week course. We do not do live sessions for the Grammar Master Academy, but you have access to an assignment group as well, where you submit your assignments, ask questions.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am.
You're welcome, ma'am. Okay, do we have time? Okay, we still have about 4 minutes. Jenny, please unmute. Jenny, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Okay, thank you for the good thing you are doing for us. My question is on the e-learning platform, some of the assignments I don't do after going through the lessons. Sometimes some of them will not pop up for me to do screenshot or something. So what I do is that after learning, some of them that I can lay hand on, I'll be able to do the assignments on the assignment group. I also want to ask a question about the course, the enrolled courses. I want to know if the lesson stopped at intonation.
The lesson stops at
I
think lesson 27. I'm not sure what the topic is, but it's to lesson 27.
Okay.
You can send a screenshot to confirm to the group, in the group, then I can confirm that.
Okay.
And you also talked to, I didn't get your first question, please.
I said on the assignment e-learning platform, once I go through the lessons, I don't do all the assignments. Some of them, like today, I was trying to get one, I think a lesson 6 or something, it closed. So I couldn't find it again to screenshot the lesson to come and do the voice on the platform. But some of them, not all. I didn't do assignment on all, so I hope there's no problem on that.
No, that's no problem. Using assignment or not allows you to practice more and get better. But when you have issues like that, you can always reload the page, forward the videos, so you can get to the point where you needed to take screenshots.
Okay.
You can even write it out in a book, because the more you practice, the better you become.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Joy Amaka, please unmute. Then we proceed to the breakout room. Joy Amaka, please unmute. Joy, please unmute. Joy, please unmute. Joy, are you here? Okay, let me see if there are any other question in this. Okay, I am glad that Mitchell she has sent an apology. Please forgive her. Okay, yes, you're not supposed to do your quiz in the you're not supposed to do your quiz in the on the e-learning platform. Please submit your quiz to the WhatsApp group. Okay, I'm trying to raise my hand since. I will appreciate if you give me the chance to express. To raise your hand, you need to click on the to raise your hand, click on the raise hand button. We have limited time. We need to go for breakout room now. So after the breakout room, if we have time, I might be able to call you, Padilla. I apologize for that. Good evening. I joined the training 3 days ago. Okay, I think I've answered that. Okay, I think I've attended to all the questions here. So let's go for breakout room. I'm going to share a passage here that we will practice together in the breakout room. So how the breakout room works, how the breakout room works, somebody needs to act as a leader there to coordinate. So somebody starts reading, the others listen, take note of corrections, correct when necessary, and of course, you correct them nicely. And another person takes charge to read. So you take turns in reading. It's that simple. Do not say that nobody is talking and you won't talk. If you do that, it means that all of you will just be there waiting for one person or the other. And I cannot be in all the breakout rooms. So the passage that we will be using, I will send it to the assignment group and the support group. You can also do a screenshot of the assignment of the passage, because once we go for breakout room, once we go for breakout room, you will not see the passage again. So once I share the passage is coming up. Once I share the passage, please take screenshots of the passage. I will also send a picture of it to the assignment group. So I'll take the reading first, and then after taking the reading, we go to our breakout rooms to read. Now, sometimes when you are assigned to a breakout room, your network would have top and you find yourself out there. All you need to do is join the Zoom session again. And once you join, you ask that you are added to the breakout room. Also, some of us, we do not even leave the breakout. We do not leave the Zoom session. It's just that we do not join. I don't know why we don't join. Please, you need to join. You would see a request. There'll be a request asking you to join the breakout room. So you need to join with it. You need to click join. If you do not click join, you won't be there, and there's nothing I can do about it. So you must click on join first before you can have access to the breakout room. Okay, so I'm sharing my slide now. Please confirm that you can see my slide. Please confirm that you can see my slide. I have a passage on friendship. I have a passage on friendship. Please confirm you can see it. Confirm that it is not blur as well. Confirm that you can see it and confirm that it is not blur so that I can read. I can't see your charts. Please confirm that you can see my passage and it's not blur. Okay, I can see it. I can see it. Okay. So I would also send a picture of it to the group so that everyone can have access to it. Okay, so let's begin. Friendship. Friendship is a close, the S there sounds like a Z. Friendship is a close bond between two or more people. Friendships are built on trust. Built, I didn't say built. Built on trust. Mutual respect. Mutual. A and L there. It's not mutual. Excuse me. Mutual respect. And shared interests and experience. We had learned how to stress experience. We're stressing the second syllable. Experience. Experiences. Good friends are there for you through thick and thin. TH, put your tongue outside. Your tongue must be outside because of the TH sounds. Through thick and thin. They're the ones you can rely on no matter what. Friends aren't linking aren't, not friends are and. The R in R, link it with the an, aran. Friends are an important part of life. We have a long vowel in part, and they can have a big impact on your happiness and well-being. Research has even shown that having strong social connections, social, not social, can help boost your immune system. Ward off heart disease. Heart also has a long vowel. And improve your overall health. TH in health, put your tongue outside. So it is clear that friendships are good for you, both mentally and physically. If you are looking to make new friends, there are plenty of ways to do so. There are the letter R in there, link it with R. There are plenty of ways to do so. You could join a club or organization that aligned with one of your interests, or volunteer for a cause. The S in cause sounds like a Z that you are passionate about. You could also simply reach out to people you know, family, acquaintances, or even co-workers, and invite them to hang out. When you have letter G after letter N, you don't say hang out, hang out. Okay, so I'm going to send the reading passage for the breakout session. It has been sent to the assignment group. I would also send it to the 11th support group now. So I'll take the reading one more time. Then I'll divide this into the breakout rooms. Friendship is a close bond between two or more people. Friendships are built on trust, mutual respect, and shared interests and experiences. Good friends are there for you through thick and thin. They are the ones you can rely on no matter what. Friends are an important part of life, and they can have a big impact on your happiness and well-being. Research has even shown that having strong social connections can help boost your immune system, ward off heart disease, and improve your overall health. So it's clear that friendships are good for you, both mentally and physically. If you're looking to make new friends, there are plenty of ways to do so. You could join a club or organization that aligned with one of your interests, or volunteer for a cause that you are passionate about. You could also simply reach out to people you know, family, acquaintances, or even co-workers, and invite them to hang out. I believe there are no questions about the reading, so we can go for the breakout room now. Please stop sharing whatever you're sharing. I don't know who is sharing. I'm the only one sharing. I don't know what you mean by somebody is sharing. I'm the only one sharing. Maybe you're seeing their picture, their profile picture. It could be their profile picture you're seeing, but I'm the only one that have access to share my screen. So if you're seeing somebody else's profile picture, just keep scrolling until you see the passage. Okay, so the reading again has been sent to the assignment group and the support group. You can get a copy from there. You can also do a screenshot of this. Once you are grouped into the breakout rooms, you will not see my screen again. Please, no one should tell me I can't see the screen. So please do the needful now. Take a screenshot or go to the WhatsApp group to access it. Also, do not wait for anyone to begin. Start. Do not wait for others. Somebody should take charge. So all rooms have been opened. You'll get a notification asking you to join so room. Please join the room. Should your Zoom log you out or network logs you out, join again and ask that you're sent to your room. Some people didn't join the Zoom session. Didn't join the breakout room, rather. Please join now to avoid complaining later. Sunday Oluchi Peace. Akari, Ito, you haven't joined the breakout room. You have been assigned already. Victoria, Glory, Lydia, you have been assigned to the breakout rooms, but you refuse to join. Irene, Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a great time during your breakout session. Like I always say, you do not have to limit practicing this reading to this session. You can also keep practicing in the groups. You can read and send it to the assignment group for the instructor to access. So I hope you had a nice experience in the breakout session. I think most of us were able to join tonight. It feels good to know. Okay, so thank you, everyone. We'll end the Zoom session for tonight right now. Have a wonderful evening. And remember to keep practicing on the e-learning platform. And if you have questions, feel free to ask in the group as well.